Welcome to Hello English Teacher. Today let's look at the extract based questions from the chapter Making of a Scientist from Class 10 English. If you are watching my video for the first time, please subscribe. You can listen to the explanations of chapters from classes 10, 11 and 12 English. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. Let's move on to the video now. So, Making of a Scientist is written by Robert W. Peterson. So, let us look at the first extract. So, he did and did he ever. Beginning in kindergarten, Ebright collected butterflies with the same determination that has marked all his activities. He also collected rocks, fossils, and coins. He became an eager astronomer too, sometimes stargazing all night. So, let's look at the first question. Who is the he mentioned in the above lines? Richard Ebright, Dr. Urquhart, Richard's friend, or Mr. Weyher? So, obviously the answer is A, it is Richard Ebright. So, let's look at the next question. What are the things that Ebright collected? Butterflies, fossils, rocks and coins, all of the above. So, we know that he had collected all of these, that is butterflies, fossils, rocks and coins. So, question number 3, when did he start the collection? When he was in the first grade, when he was in the kindergarten, when he was in high school, when he was in college. So, the answer is B, when he was in kindergarten. So, next question, how do we know that he was an eager astronomer? He wanted to go to the moon. He had a lot of books on astronomy. He liked to become an astronomer. He was stargazing all night. So, the answer is D, he was stargazing all night. So, he was an eager astronomer. So, question number 5, what does determination mean? Strong willpower, ready to fight, very helpful, compassionate. So, the meaning of determination is A, strong willpower. So, let's look at the next extract. From the first, he had a driving curiosity along with a bright mind. He also had a mother who encouraged his interest in learning. She took him on trips, bought him telescope, microscope, cameras, mounting materials and other equipment, and helped him in many other ways. So, let's look at the question from this extract. Question number 1, what kind of a person was he in the beginning? Not interested in anything. He had a driving curiosity with a bright mind, only interested in collecting things, loved to research only on butterflies. So, the answer is B, he had a driving curiosity with a bright mind. So, question number 2, how did the mother help him learn? She was very strict. She allowed him to play the whole day. She did not have money to support him. She always encouraged him. So, the answer is D, she always encouraged him. So, next question, what things did the mother buy for him? Telescopes and microscopes, other equipment, cameras and mounting materials, all of the above. So, the answer is D, all of the above. Question number 4, who does she represent? Ebright's mother, his teacher, his friend, his classmate. So, here she represents Ebright's mother. So, question number 5, why did the mother take him on trips? He was very interested to learn things. He had to spend time by traveling. He did not like to do any other thing. He wanted to visit certain places. So, the answer is A, he was very interested to learn things. So, now let us look at the questions from the next extract. Here is the extract. He grew cells from a monarch wing in a culture and showed that the cells would divide and develop into small normal butterfly wing scales only if they were fed the hormone from the gold spots. So, here is the first question. What did he use the culture for? To grow some plants, to grow certain fungus, to grow cells from monarch wings, to learn about cell division. So, the answer is C, to grow cells from monarch wings. So, after growing the cells in the culture, what did the culture show him? That many cells may not grow well, cells need other elements to divide, cells divide into butterfly wing scales, cells do not divide. So, the answer is C, cells divide into butterfly wing scales. Okay, so the next question, what conclusion did he make? Hormones from the gold spots are only for aesthetics. Hormones are not necessary for development. cells can grow on their own, cells would divide and develop into normal butterfly wing scales only if they were fed the hormone from the gold spots. So, the answer is D. Cells would divide and develop into normal butterfly wing scales only if they were fed the hormone from the gold spots. So, next question, where did he grow the cells? On a tissue, in a culture, in water, on a slide. So, he grew the cells in a culture. So, question number 5, how did the study of hormones help him? He gave a new theory on the life of cells. He learnt about the butterfly wings. He did not learn anything. He learnt about migration. So, the answer is A. He gave a new theory on the life of cells. So, let us look at the next extract. Richard E. Bright has been interested in science since he first began collecting butterflies, but not so deeply that he hadn't time for other interest. E. Bright also became a champion debater and a public speaker and a good canoeist and all-round outdoors person. He is also an expert photographer, particularly of nature and scientific exhibits. So, let us look at the questions. What was E. Bright's first collection? Butterflies, insects, worms or fish? So, we know that his first collection was butterflies. So, next question, what other interests did E. Bright have? Debating, public speaking, photography, all of the above. So, the answer is D, all of the above. Next question, what kind of photography did he enjoy? Wildlife, portraits, still life, nature and scientific exhibits. So, the answer is D, nature and scientific exhibits. So, let us look at the next question. What does the word canoe mean? So, it is written as canoeist, it should be canoe. So, is it a light boat, a motorbike, a submarine or a cycle? So, a canoe means a light boat. So, then what is canoeist? Canoeist is like an expert who can use this light boat very easily. So, question number 5, why was he called an all-round outdoors person? He was outdoors all the time. He had great interest for outdoor activities. He did not enjoy outdoors. He was fond of sitting outside. So, the answer is B. He had great interest for outdoor activities. So, let us look at the next extract. The theory was that viceroys look like monarchs because monarchs don't taste good to birds. Viceroys on the other hand do taste good to birds. So, more they look like monarchs, the less likely they are to become a bird's dinner. So, let us look at the first question. What was the theory that he selected for his project? Monarchs and viceroys are alike. Monarchs copy viceroys, viceroys copy monarchs. Monarchs and viceroys are different from each other. So, the answer is A. Monarchs and viceroys are alike, they look similar. So, question number 2, what tastes good to birds? Monarchs, viceroys, insects or leaves? So, the answer is B. Viceroys taste good to birds, whereas monarchs do not taste good to birds. So, question number 3, how does the similarity help the viceroys? They will be eaten by birds, they are less likely to be eaten by the birds. Both butterflies will be eaten by the birds, both will not be eaten by the birds. So, because of the similarity, what is the use? They are less likely to be eaten by the birds. So, the answer is B. So, next question, what are less likely to become the bird's dinner? Monarchs, viceroys, insects or leaves? So, the answer is B. Viceroys are less likely to become the dinner for birds. Okay, question number 5, why did the birds not choose viceroys to eat? They were similar to monarchs. Monarchs do not taste good. Viceroys do not copy monarchs. Birds love to eat monarchs. So, the birds did not choose viceroys because they were similar to monarchs, and monarchs do not taste good. So, that is why they do not choose viceroys also, because they think that it is similar to monarchs and therefore will not taste good. So, now let us look at the last extract from this lesson. When he saw those photos, E. Bright didn't shout Eureka or even I got it, but he believed that along with his findings about the insect hormones, the photos gave him the answer to one of biology's puzzles, how the cell can read the blueprint of its DNA. So, now let us look at the questions from this extract. Question number 1, what photos is he talking about? Butterflies, gold spots, chemical structure of the gold spots or frog tissues. So here he is talking about the chemical structure of the gold spots. So next question, what is meant by DNA? The cell nucleus, a substance in the nucleus, the cell, or the components of a cell. So the answer is B, substance found in the nucleus. So next question, who does he refer to? Ebright, Urquhart, Weyher, or Ebright's friend? So the answer is A, Ebright. So let's look at the next question. What was biology's puzzle? How plants grow, how butterflies migrate, how viceroys copy monarchs, or how cell can read the blueprint of DNA? So the answer is D, how cell can read the blueprint of DNA. So now let's look at the last question. Where is the insect hormone produced? In the gold spots on the pupa, by the butterfly wings, by the female butterflies, or by the beetles? So the answer is A, in the gold spots found on the pupa. So I hope you enjoyed this video. For more interesting videos, do subscribe to Hello English Teacher, like, share and give your valuable comments below. Thank you for watching.